Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I'm actually in the process of trying to prepare my first keynote for the Omaha Symposium going down April 8th and 9th. And, it's my first one. I'm a little bit nervous, which is kind of funny just because I talk to people all the time, interview people all the time, speak on obviously my channel and my podcast and whatever, but just because it's a new endeavor, it's something I'm not familiar with, and I'm currently thinking of what I want to say, what I'm trying to convey, and there's a lot of different parts that are going to be in this speech. The speech itself is titled "I Just Biomed Here," which to me encompasses everything that we deal with on a day-to-day basis as biomeds. And one thing that really it clicked with me this morning on one of the concepts I was talking about is how do we present ourselves as biomeds to not only the medical facilities we care for, the clinicians, the people we work alongside every day, but also to our peers within the field. And we can say all these little different mantras and motivational things and things to live by, and very rightly so. But I'm thinking of an actual mindset, and I had to sit back and think, what is my mindset? Because a lot of you guys that know me nowadays, I am known not as Chase Torres, I am known as Bearded Biomed. More people know me through my brand, through my logo, than my own name, just because I have elevated my brand to be a recognition of many things. Obviously, the podcast and the content, but also what I stand for, what I elevate, what I mean to preserve and to expand upon. And that got me thinking, why can't everybody else, or I would encourage, which I'm going to in this speech encourage, is as a biomed, your interactions, the way you present yourself, the way you just go about your career is treating yourself like a brand. I can wholeheartedly believe that someday I can see a couple things happening within the field. There's going to be which there already is, but there's going to be a shift into the 1099 culture, that you are more of an individualized contractor. You are a licensed professional, like an electrician, a plumber. People will reach out to us for services, and very much so, your credentials, your reputation, and your brand are going to elicit a particular response within your clientele and your community. So I guess what I'm trying to push out there is, folks, start looking at yourself like a brand. Your brand being your name, or if you want to go the extra additive mile of making a logo because you want to, launch an LLC and start your own biomed business or whatever. That's on a much different side of it. I'm just thinking of treat yourself as a brand, as a mentality. So when I think of a brand, right? When people want to go get a soda, for instance, you're looking at brand loyalty. So you got the folks that love Coke, you got the folks that love Pepsi, and then you got the folks like myself that like Dr. Pepper. So, and then, there's other ones, Sprite, root beer, whatever, but they're all under the same company. Anywho, there is an intrinsic value and loyalty to a brand that what you put out there, people will recognize that this person is trustworthy. This person is reliable. This person is timely. This person has the greatest customer service out of any of my other vendors or my other biomeds. This person is motivated. This person is whatever. What makes you you is what your brand is. And that's the beauty of it, is everybody can have their own special brand, because you essentially, what makes you you is what makes you the biomed you are today. And none of us are going to be the exact same biomed. Even when I'm training all of my technicians, I recognize that I will never be able to replicate the technician that I am to the technicians I am training. All I can do is give them the tools, give them the advice, give them the mentorship to essentially make them the best person / biomed they can be. So, my additive for today is just look inside yourself. What makes you you? What are your values? What are important to you? And treat yourself like a brand. And you might even recognize that, like, maybe I need to move this into the 1099 space. Maybe I need to just market myself more. Maybe I'm not, letting people know what my values are. Or if you aren't really sure what those values are yourself, more often than not, if you were to ask your colleagues or ask the people you work alongside that you take care of the devices for, your customer bases, they should be able to tell you what they see in you. Obviously, if you're been taking care of them at least long enough to make an impression. So that's my 2 cents for today. Like I said, that's just one snippet of what's going to be in my first keynote speech that I'm really looking forward to in Omaha. It's going to be a great time. I'm so thankful for Justin and the team over there for inviting me and allowing me the opportunity to speak in a more formalized situation. And you never know, this might spark a hunger in me to do more of these. There's a lot more biomeds symposiums and conferences all across the United States, which I would encourage anybody that is looking to learn more about biomed, and of course you folks that are already in the space, to go out to these, network, meet people, maybe get some advice or help, might even field a new job for you. There's so much in this space that you could potentially tap into. And as you know, I'm going to keep doing things bigger and more bearded as I go along. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Looking forward to August in general, because that's when season 4 drops of the Bearded Biomed podcast. And it's going to be different. I've changed the format. There's going to be segments. It's going to be, a little bit more fun than I've already made it before, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. And I'm also going to be just announcing a couple more changes to the show as well as we go forward, because it's I'm cooking, people. I'm cooking. Let me cook. So anyway, have a great day. Appreciate you tuning in. May the beard be with you. Take care.